wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems.
Ladies and gentlemen, Slim J in the field. Make sure y'all hit a like. And we are only streaming off the Slim's channel tonight. So I will be putting on posts out the main channel. Just reminding you guys we are live. So you can go through. Also, we're going to drop the link in the chat right off the bat by request of the MC. So if y'all want to get on up with her, you can. And I'm out. So, Slim.
Thank you all for tuning in with Slim J. Just my opinion. I miss you all. You know, we had took off a couple Thursdays. I didn't like it either because you know I always try to have the gospel for everybody and the knowledge to keep us focused out of those domestic violence and that bullshit that we don't need to be around. Anyways, while you getting yourself together, I'm gonna give you time to get your popcorns, your drink, or whatever the hell you do when you look at Slim J. Just my opinion. So we're gonna give you a little reaction while you do that. Get it? Uh, I did see some reactions. Hello? Yeah, hello. Hey, hey.
I was told I need to fix my audio, so I'm trying to do that. But the only two that we got is love the intro and him telling me to fix my audio. So is my audio okay? Is the sound what's the sound?
It's kind of like sound like you're sounding in water or something. Like you got like a tunnel sound.
Okay, hold on. Well, it ain't my show, y'all, but
But
I will work
you
on
heard
my
it. See
I
how
will
that
work
is?
on my
You see how
stuff,
he just
y'all.
did? You see how he just like throw me under the bus? It's not his show.
No, that's not what I meant. What I
That is
meant
not
was the
cute.
only microphone
You
that
know how to
matters
love
is
for me.
Slim J's microphone right now. So
He know how to love for me. I don't care what he say. Look, so regardless of what's going on with him and his microphone, I thank y'all for tuning in with Slim J. Just my opinion. We do have some tragic things going on tonight. I mean, man, this world is getting crazy and crazy each and every day. Again, thank you all for tuning in with me. I see you, Nikita. Hey, tuning in with Slim J. This is my opinion. That's what's up. I thank you all for y'all support. And don't forget to tune in with that subscribe button, that like button, and Share that motherfucker because we trying to reach a point, and that point is about 5Gs. I know we can get there, but in the meantime, I hope y'all get y'all luxury that y'all like to do when y'all looking at Slim J. That's my opinion. We have some good points that's going down. Man, it been some crazy things that been happening here in the United States. Not only with y'all favorite president, Donald Trump. Yeah, that boy is a peace mind. That dude, hey, he do it for y'all. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all didn't want that woman, like the menopause part or the undecided part. That Donald Trump, he going hard in the paint. But hey, you gotta love it or get out of it. So anywho, I hope everyone had a great day today at work, or either a great day at sitting at home and sitting on your ass. However, I wish it was a great day. So while y'all see me keep looking down, because I have people that like to tune in with me, but unfortunately it's not computer literate. So I have to help them out a little bit,
Okay.
just send it to them and everything.
How's
Uh,
the audio now? Is it better, worse, same?
that's the same.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I literally didn't do anything except for cut it down. Now I will say that I didn't run no pre-check, so it might be it was on me. But how about now? Is that better?
So anyway, we're gonna keep moving it on, and
Y'all let me know if it's better. And yeah.
that's the same.
It sounds good to me with your read, which is what you listen to it.
So it's okay. Like I said, I thank everyone for tuning in. We're gonna work this out. So okay, I really miss you all. Y'all just don't know how much these 2 Thursdays I was going crazy, and I know I had a show last week, but I didn't get to really express how much I appreciate you all for tuning in with Slim J. Just my opinion. It does mean a lot to me to support me and to give me that love and like keep moving this on. So I want to show y'all my love. But hope you got your popcorns and whatever you do when you look at Slim J. Just my opinion. We're gonna get this party started. I did send JG some reactions. Um, I don't, we trying to get back to our normal. So I don't know if he held them. We're gonna ask him. You got him?
I'm checking right now.
He said he checking. We supposed to be on point.
Now I will tell you the last thing that you just sent me just went through, so we should be okay. It seemed like you sent me two more links as well, so I just got those. So that you just sent, but yeah.
Reactions. Reactions.
Let's do this. While I pull up and see what she did send me, you guys, make sure that you are subscribed to this right here. Because this
Yes.
is where we need you to be subscribed to. It's very important. Let
Slim
me
J.
let me check this.
Slim J. Tune in to Slim J. Subscribe to Slim J. Hit the like button. Slim J. Do it.
All
Just
right,
my
and let's
opinion with
let's
Slim
also
J.
do some house cleaning.
Ah!
Let's
Okay,
also
go
do some
ahead.
house cleaning real quick. So this is for you guys too. When y'all send links through Facebook, they will expire. So
Mm,
I
let me be
mean,
quiet.
just letting you guys know. We do have one though that did not, so we'll go ahead and play that one. Oh, here we go. Let me go ahead and change it up for you.
Here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just being stupid right now. Just, like I said, I enjoy y'all, and I just love y'all, the support. So I'm just acting crazy and let y'all know I love y'all very much for the support. So let's get it. Let's go.
What did the left nut say to the right nut? What? Don't talk to the guy in the middle, he is a real dick. What did the left nut say to the right nut?
I thought, I thought that was so funny. It's corny but funny at the same time. Like if you don't have those parts, then I guess it's funny. But if you have those parts, then it may not be funny. Maybe because if you have those parts, then they stick together. So you don't like that shit, right? Carry on.
That's it, Slim. The other one's timed out.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? So we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get to this real deal Holyfield things that's going down here in Texas. Not only in Texas, that's in the world. Like man, this if y'all haven't noticed, the world is getting very crazy. It's like a lot of bullshit going down. They 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 trying to focus on they shutting down the EBST card, better known as food stamps. They uh they shutting down the airports to a certain mental of just like, you know, you can't get through the terminals like you want to. It's like we at our 37th day in a government shutdown. Like, can you believe that? Like, it's a real crazy ass shit going down. Well, y'all, unfortunately, here in Texas, we have lost another football player, NFL. I'm trying to, because I've been trying to practice name for the longest. Uh, Mashawn Keeneland. He,
Uh, Kingman. Yeah.
yeah, Keeneland. Okay, allegedly, this guy, was going through some things and everything, but he was like a well-known football player there in Dallas, Texas. Played for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, this guy he was a very good player. He just made his first touchdown. I think it was last Sunday against the Arizona, and he had everything going for himself. Now, allegedly, he got in a police chase, and after the police chase, he crashed into someone or something. I'm saying allegedly, and then they looking for his car, they're looking for him, and all of a sudden, allegedly, he's not in his car. He's in a porta potty. Allegedly, one pinion to the head. He unlived his own self. Allegedly. Now, me personally, he had too much going for himself, and I just don't feel that this guy did this. I mean, I understand, and I have realized that money do not make happiness. You can buy everything in the world and have everything in the world, but still be not happy. You're not there. So, what made me think about this is we just had an incident similar to this, right? Y'all remember the guy, Kenya, that I think he was from a play for LSU. He was getting ready to sign an NFL contract. He was in a green charger, allegedly supposed to have killed this person, and then he killed himself. And then they found out later on that he was not the cause of the wreck. Something in the milk is not clean about this NFL players. I mean, I understand that people go through shit. I understand that people are, um, you know, depressed. But we have pretty much the same incident. I mean, just kind of think about it. You had the same kind of incident. Both was in a car incident. Both of them allegedly killed themselves. Come on, who the fuck y'all keep on playing with? I mean, like, damn. Y'all use P. Diddy for this a thing to say this is what's gonna go on? Because we got people killing each other. And then we got people that's killing themselves. A lot of this shit is not making sense to me. I need people to make it sense to me because it's not connecting. These young athletes have a big ass lifestyle, money, power. You know, like that. What person that can sign a big ass contract and then say, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna kill myself." Something in the milk is not clean about this situation. Have y'all heard that commercial when that little boy say, "Mom, we have a situation"? This is what I'm getting out of these two incidents. And it's not only these, it's some more incident that is past this. Okay? Because to my knowledge, the NFL do drug tests. They do, they have different things how they can say, wait a minute, maybe you're not ready to play football right now because your mind not right. You have an issue, shoulder injury, back injury. But nobody say nothing about a head injury. They just say, oh, well, concussion. We got to keep them out. Nobody never said anything about psychiatry. We got to go see a therapist because something's going on with a person. And I get it. Okay, I get it. People do go through things and situation where they don't want to talk about it with people. They do have things that's going on and like they can handle it themselves, but maybe sometimes they can't. But I'm old school, okay? I'm old school. And I don't want this to be a racist thing. I'm trying to see how I can say this. Oh, look, there go my friend, my favorite train. I don't see how I can say this. I just don't see too many black people doing the suicide thing. I'm not saying it's not possible because it is very much possible. But it's kind of getting a little too much. Too much for me to say black people would kill themselves. I mean, like, black people went through slavery. They went through so much chaos and the nose, the can't. I mean, it's kind of hard, to say that it would be a big number of black people committing suicide. Okay, just saying. Just simply in my opinion, because I mean, like, today's society is doing so much. I don't put nothing or nobody thoughts what they don't think and won't do, because they will. But let's just get a little action of what this young man had going for himself in the NFL. I mean, so much, so young, so vibrant, popular.
We have breaking news right now. Texas officials say they're investigating the death of Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland as a suicide. Kneeland was a second-round draft pick and just scored a touchdown off a blocked punt on Monday night. Now troopers say Kneeland shot himself after refusing to stop for a traffic violation. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more on that story for us. Andrew, what are they saying happened here?
Well, the details here are heartbreaking. Frisco Police Department telling ABC News that around 10:30 p.m. last night, they attempted to pull over a vehicle for what they describe as a traffic violation. They say the driver refused to stop, so a police pursuit ensued. They then lost the vehicle, so they gave up the chase and later located the vehicle involved in a crash. They searched the area of the crash, and that's where they found Marshawn Kneeland dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to investigators. And to make this all the more anguishing, you mentioned it right there, just 4 days ago on Monday Night Football, Kneeland was living out his dream. He even scored a touchdown as a defensive end. Now his life tragically cut short at the age of 24.
What a shock to the team and that family, I'm sure. Andrew, thank you.
So guys, we're gonna go ahead and check out, see what you guys are saying. Y'all saying a lot tonight. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Where do we start off at? Where should we start off at? Because y'all was moving. Let's see. We got so the assassin. This was a while back. He said, I throw mine over my shoulder and carry it like a punching bag, to be honest. I know what you're talking about. A lot of people probably don't know what you're talking about right now. That's crazy. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Where?
Said I just saw him on Facebook. So yeah. And then said, she said, Slim, I knew you was gonna dig it out. I knew you was gonna figure out what's going on. So. Then she come back and said, I got something going on, but I'm not gonna kill myself. And things are going fast. And then she said, I won't. Then she come back and say, but the family is suffering, and you make it, and you make her go all on TV, and then that's it. And then she pretty much saying, say it again, what you were saying before it started. Say it for the back row. So appreciate you all. You know, Slim loves to have you guys interacting in the chat. Baby Scorpio, I saw you too. Good to have you. So it makes Slim feel great on the inside when y'all go ahead. Just let her know that you're there. So we back this week.
I love y'all. Like I said, I love y'all. Thank you all for tuning in and support me from day one when I was a raggy. And you know, we gotta get it together. But thank you all for tuning in. But no, really, just think about it. And just think about the young man that was in the green Charger. I thought I sent it to JG. That, he was flying down the street and he kind of like overlooked the dang on accident, and he was getting ready to sign a NFL contract, but he did not want to do that because of some fact he didn't know if he was going to get charged with this bull crap that some police officer try to coach a witness of like, hey, this time, you hit your brakes. The man like, I ain't hit my brakes. So I don't put nothing past nobody when it comes to these people that's trying to move up in the world as NFL players, NBA players, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's crazy.
Is this the gentleman right here?
Lacey.
Lacey? Oh man. In my quick little search, real quick.
I sent it to you early.
No, I didn't. It didn't come through, but I do got this one. But I will say that there's some wild stuff going on with this one. So you probably gonna have to do your detective work on this. So okay, I'll go ahead and play it.
Okay, excuse me. Before you push the play, So this young man, like I said, he was flying down the street and he was kind of like minding his own business, but yet and still he was so many feet before this accident happened. And this one police officer allegedly tried to coach somebody else, telling them about hitting the brakes and everything. And it was like an all bullshit situation of a police officer was trying to cover his ass. And this young man ended up being so stressed off about behind this. And so he ended up, unliving himself. The crazy part about this is they didn't really do too much behind this. So I know the family is trying to do something big. Like my son killed himself behind what society judge him of. See, you all need to think about this. Please, I don't give a fuck what kind of situation you in. Every story have two sides. It's like a pancake. Every pancake have two sides. They both got to get brown on each side for it to be eatable, right? So understand it. That conversation have to be heard on each side before you make a decision. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's get it.
That's right. So Kyron Lacy's attorney says that he looked at every piece of evidence, including surveillance video, body cam footage, and the investigative report by the Lafourche Parish District Attorney's Office. During that interview shared with us by Homa TV, the attorney says reports between the District Attorney's Office and State Police do not add up. During a recent interview on Homa TV, former LSU football star Kyron Lacy's attorney, Matt Ory, says data and surveillance video shows Lacy was more than 70 yards away from a collision on State Highway 20 in Lafourche Parish that killed 78-year-old Herman Hall in December of 2024.
At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact.
Following that wreck, Lacy was accused of being at fault for the crash and turned himself in to state police in January on counts of negligent homicide, felony hit and run, and reckless operation of a vehicle. At the time of his arrest, Louisiana State Police stated that Lacy, who was driving a green Dodge Charger, illegally passed multiple vehicles, causing a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction to avoid Lacy by swerving and crashing head-on into the vehicle that Herman Hall was a passenger in. Ory says Lacy was too far away to have any effect on the crash.
Kyron Lacy did in fact pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Further north, Kyron Lacy passed 4 cars. However, he was back in his lane of travel, 92.3 yards. Back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall.
In a statement sent to WWL Friday night, Louisiana State Police said in response to the Homa TV interview in part, investigative findings revealed that Mr. Lacy's reckless driving while approaching oncoming traffic led to the events of the crash.
The very last line of the report from the District Attorney's Office says, the evidence submitted in the crash report does not support that Kyron Lacy should have known that his actions were the cause of the crash that happened approximately 72 yards in front of him.
Ory suggests a state trooper was trying to influence one witness on how to describe the crash. But during that exchange, the witness involved in the crash can be heard blaming another driver who is not Lacy before the state trooper redirects the conversation to Lacy's Charger.
That lady in the back of me, she didn't know what was happening. That's how she called that wreck. She was running in the back of me.
So, but the Charger was coming right at you, correct? And that's why you had to slam on your brake, the head on with you. So yeah, just make sure you include that, and that's very important.
Lacy, one of LSU's top wide receivers set to enter this year's NFL draft, took his own life with a self-inflicted gunshot wound in April.
Now, you see how this kind of connect? I mean, if you don't know, maybe you're not tuning in, maybe you're not listening to these situations that's going on. Come on. This young man was getting ready to sign up with the NFL. The other young man was in the NFL. And they just gonna unlive themselves? Yeah, well, fuck what y'all think. This Slim J just my opinion. And I think something is wrong with what's going on in this situation. My opinion, if I sign on with an NFL company, a team, I'm about to get the business. I'm finna get the money. I'm finna get the bag. Something that I work hard for, something that I dream of. And then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna unlive myself. Okay, well, I'm finna ride this fucking fence on this one. Because, like I said earlier, it doesn't matter how much money you have or make. If you physically, mentally not stable as far as your mind state, not happy, it don't matter how much money you have, how much money you can get, how much money is assigned to you. When your heart and your mind is not there, you're not gonna be happy. Money is not everything. Money is not the love, the attention, the emotion. It's not that. Money is something that gets you what you want, but it don't get you happiness. I don't know why people must say, "Oh, I got some money, I'm gonna be happy, motherfucker." No, the hell you ain't. No, you're not. You can have all the money in the world and don't have nobody to love you mentally, physically, emotionally. You is gonna be still broke in the emotion, the physical. We need that. People make money seem like it's a lot, but love, attention, and emotions is the one that makes it happen. When you with a woman or a man and they give you that love, that attention, all that, y'all can be homeless people. Y'all can be two people in the house that barely can. Y'all making it from paycheck to paycheck, but y'all showing each other support, communication, and love, emotionally, physically. Y'all go a long ways with just that. Cause that's that respect, that's that love, that's that emotion, physically thing that I need. You need. You make it happen. Well, motherfucker that have y'all motherfucking Donald Trump got all the damn money in the world. That cat ain't happy. Yeah, his mama don't much touch him. Shit, she probably don't much let a pubic hair land on his ass. She don't. You want to hold my hand? You ain't gonna hold my hand. Shit. She probably ain't much fuck him to get the baby. They probably did some what's that shit called? Falsely. What? Come on, JJ. You know where I'm going. I don't know why you don't want to be messing with me right now. Come on. You know what I'm
No,
talking about.
no. I'm not helping.
He know. You know what it is.
Mm-mm. I mean, you don't know nothing.
Yeah, that could hurt. But just, me being me, just to my opinion. But at the same token, what I'm saying is that these two young men really, really had some things going for themselves. And I just really, really don't think that they unalive themselves. I think this was like the easy way to close the case. Yeah, black people unlie themselves and they got all this money coming. Shit, no. Shit. Motherfucker be on the damn. You don't. You say your ankle broke. Come on, boy. You come on. You can play one more game. One more game. Shit, we about to get 75. Y'all, come on. 75,000. Come on, you play this game and we're gonna get to 75 and we'll put you in the hospital later on. You know, that kind of shit. But like I said, on a serious tip, me, Slim J, that's my opinion. I don't think that neither one of these cases was that situation. I think it's more to these cases than people look into. There's some bullshit behind this game. That's just how I feel. I don't get paid to think, but if y'all want to pay me, y'all see it. Subscribe, like, and share. Well, anyway, we're going to go to the chat line and see what the fuck y'all think about this situation.
All right, so Scorpio came and said, I heard he just lost his mom as well. And then also said, love the red hair. That's what the kids said.
Oh, okay.
It could either be directed at you or maybe one of the. No, I think it might be at you. I don't have any red hair. The kid also said, y'all might need to bring up mental health again. Not for the Dallas, baby. And that's all we got for that right now. So we are good. Also, guys, just want to let you know again while we giving Slim a chance, take a little breather. This is where we all need to be. I want to thank you all right now. Just my opinion with Slim J on YouTube. Also, the link to get on has been pinned on the chat. So if you want to get on, just if you want it, let's do. Don't worry about it. All right, Slim back.
Hey, good. Hey. Well, anyway, look, at all given point, you know, like I said, I hate this happened to both of the young men that had a career in the football lifestyle because, you know, these kids, they grow up saying what they want to be. And they actually got there. And I just don't see why they would take it from their self, you know, to unlie themselves. So that's why I say BS. But again, we have so many things that's going on here in the United States, here in Texas. People's, you know, getting on live. Gotta, like I always tell y'all, it's a bunch of domestic violence, whether it's with woman, man, man, child, grandparents. It's just so much domestic violence. It's so much going on with people in their household, and we don't know what people are going through, and we can't judge them. You know, we can only make out our opinion. So with these both football players, I mean, I don't know what they was going through. I just assumed, and I felt like with just someday my opinion, I'm like, shit, you got all this money and everything. I can buy me another bitch. I can buy me another car. I can buy me another whatever, you know. But like I said, with just my opinion, money just don't make everybody happy. It can be other things, and being in a mental situation as far as family, a relationship with a spouse, it you know, it can vary to different things. It can go back into a childhood situation that they never talk about. It just varies with a lot. So I can't just say people would not unlive themselves once they make it to fame, but I'm just saying it's kind of hard for me to believe. I'm just saying. That's Slim J, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. After P. Diddy with his bullshit and these other motherfuckers done came out here with this uh, crazy shit, unliving people, hurting people because they have money and they feel that they guard, or they feel that they have so much power to do things. And then you have these sorry ass motherfuckers that go out there and let you pay them to unlive somebody. So with that said, let's get into this situation. So I know he gonna pause this before I speak about this.
It's already playing automatically. Sorry.
Okay, so we of course we got to move on. So anyways, now I am a person that go to church, that I believe Baptist, I mean, I go to a lot of churches.
Non-denominational?
Yeah, you go. There you go.
Glory.
But this is the thing. I feel, they always taught me, come as you are and give as you can. So if I'm a member of a church and I don't have, I'm gonna give as I can. And if I can't give, then I'm gonna hit the collection plate and I'll say, God bless us, and keep it moving. Now I feel that this pastor, I think he took a little bit out of hand. He did warn the people, if you do not have what I asked you for, then you need to go ahead and get out of line and come with what I asked you for, because it's the church building. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like every church I ever went to, belonged to, it's always a building fund for the church. And I'm like, well, dang, how long does it take to get this church built? And while we keep on going through this thing. But anyways, you got to realize you got the lights, you got the gas, you got the toilet tissue. It's like a house. It's God's house. But then how much do we have to spend on God's house that may only run on Sunday? But you do have some church that have things that go through the whole week. You have some church that have daycare center for kids. You have some church that do just different activities. So I get it, but I don't feel that a pastor should tell they church members that they have to give a certain amount to finance the building or whatever. Just give what you can, because that's the only thing that you can do. You ask for 10%, and nowadays in time, 10% is a lot. But for you to sit up there and shame me or disrespect me in front of the congregation, I thought that was like really bad. I mean, I'm trying to be so respectful of this situation, because I can go like a whole different way with this. Because you know what? if you feel that it's so needed into doing so much.
Slim, if you like, I can help out with this. If you want.
Okay, okay, yeah. Come on, bring it. You know. Oh shit, I don't miss it.
Okay, all right. So, what we have here is Reverend Winans, and what happened was his whole situation is the prosperity gospel. That's a religious belief among some of the more charismatic Christians that financial blessings and physical well-being are always the will of God for the faithful, and that these blessings can be obtained through a formula, which can be confession, inheritance, and what we see right now is seed faith, where you give to get, where you're aligning yourself with whatever the house or whatever the bishop or whatever you want to call them is actually putting forth. And what you're doing is you're putting a seed of agreement. And I think some people might even call it the prosperity mic, where you go up there and you agree with that person. Now, this process has been going on for a long time, especially in the more, as they say, charismatic churches. But the issue with this that I have is that you can agree and you can go up and you can give your money, but if they're following instructions, then you can't then chastise them. And you'll see what I'm talking about. He said clear instruction, and she came up and did say clear instruction, and then she was reprimanded in front of everybody. Forget the fact that he asked for hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. Just the fact that how you gonna, if you are gonna be leading people, why are you not leading them correctly? So, I mean, a lot of people think that it is a thought movement because the first person that actually started pushing this whole narrative was E.W. King in 1867, I believe, like early 20th century, like radio stuff. And he was like the creative power of words and positive confession. And then he started saying like we're supposed to have, you got to manifest what you want and things of that nature. And now it's part of the mainstream success for a lot of preachers and teachers that are on TV. So, last few things. The theory behind it. A lot of people criticize it because they say it's a misinterpretation of scripture, because it's basically that you're taking the scripture and making it seem like it's saying that if you give, then you get. And then it's more like a user-friendly type God, or as I like to say, the cosmic vending machine version of God, where you just give something and then you get to pick what you want out the vending machine. And then there's a problem with suffering with their theology. Like, you shouldn't be suffering, ergo you're doing something wrong if you're suffering. So that is my quick breakdown, because we could get deeper, but that's just a quick breakdown.
So, chat line, what do y'all think about this situation? Because I mean, like, that's one thing at my job. I used to be like a little supervisor, and it was two things that you could not talk about, and that was politics and religion. Because with politics and religion, it would come to a never-ending story and a never-ending argument. So therefore, I did not allow that to be in my presence or with the presence of the people that I was dealing with or over. So what do you all think about this preacher asking all his members to give a certain amount, which I don't think nothing's wrong with it. Those who can give, but those who tried, accept. You know what I'm saying? So, come on. We're going to play this video, and then y'all come in the chat line and tell me what y'all think. I'm waiting.
Vision of Perfecting Church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
It had to be the man on the organ for me, because what was those last little messy notes? Not the womp 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 Charlie Brown notes. Another pastor has gone viral, and once again it happens during the offering portion of service, although it seems like this whole service was nothing but offering.
A lot of churches get in trouble because they wait on the government to give them programs to offset their budgets. And then when those candidates are out of office, they don't have anything. This is the reason the teaching of tithes and offerings is crucial to not only the success of the church, but the longevity of the church.
Now, in this clip, you see Pastor Winans abruptly stop the service, not to pray, not to worship, but to rebuke a fellow parishioner for giving $1,200 instead of $2,000. Now, I wanted to look within the context of this situation to find out exactly what happened, and that's exactly what I did. Here we go.
I want a generation that recognizes I gotta give because that's how God gives back to me. Are you listening to me? And so today is our day of giving, where we give a significant offering. And if I stand here for the next 4 hours receiving money, I'm going to shout till I fall out, because there's nothing I have that is mine except God gave me the strength to go get it.
We had another auction style service. We'll have 2,000 over here, 2,000 over here. That's good, 2,000. So the pastor gave everyone a script to read, but he started off. Now he got up, said that he was given $1,000. Then people donated to his fundraiser that gave around $9,500, I believe. Then he gave another gift of $10,000 on top of that. So he said it was a total of $20,000 in all.
I, Pastor Marvin Winans, give in faith and stand in unity with the vision of Perfecting Church, of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $7,500. So I give, sowing this seed of $1,000 plus what I just read, and I give a seed of $10,000. That's my seed. I'm sowing a seed of $10,000 plus all that I read, which is over $20-some thousand.
So it seems like this first group of people all got up, giving a total of $1,000 plus another $1,000.
All right, well, that's a different type of context, though. I mean, he literally just gave like $20,000.
Wait, because you know what? See, we was off the line. I can't find those notes right now. We was off the line for a minute. It's 2 Thursdays. See, yes, he did give some money. Now Tyler Perry came back after the lady gave the 12,000. I mean, I'm sorry, the 1,200, and but it was 1,200 too. It was 1,200, $235, I think. But okay, so anyway, Tyler Perry came and gave him $100K. Okay. Now, so to my understanding, the building that he had been working on for about 20 years, allegedly 20 years, they had, went in default. They was getting penalized through the state. or the city. I'm not gonna say the state, the city.
We're gonna tack in allegedly on that one.
Yeah, I'm about to say allegedly. Allegedly, you know, they was already getting uh some bad things allegedly. So these codes, you're not having this going on. So allegedly y'all have to get the building together. Okay, 20 years. Allegedly, how in the heck you have so many church members allegedly you can't get this? Why y'all getting building codes? I mean, like, why these people is telling y'all you have to do certain things or your building is not up to part allegedly? Why? Out of 20 years, why allegedly you was so many thousands, millions allegedly in the hole? Why? See, now that's allegedly. This, what I'm about to say, is not allegedly. How in the hell you have a church of thou? Okay, wait, we ain't gonna much do this one. We're gonna say hundreds of people in your church. We always have building funds. We always have that. We know we got the lights, the gas, the utility in general. People are giving you money after money. I mean, like some of these people are paying. These people have, like they say, 10%. They 10% may give 2,000, 3,000. But why in the hell that when a person or people come to you and say, well, Pastor, you know what? I've been giving to the church and I've been coming to the church and I've been doing all this. I've been faithful. I've been, just tithing, all that. But right now, Pastor, I'm sorry. I need help. I need $200 just to pay my light bill because I just don't have it, Time's getting hard on. We're going to think about it. We're going to see what we can do. What the hell? Now, if a person done gave their tithes 10% to this church for so many years, and then unfortunately, somewhere through there, they done fell on hard times, and they need the church help. Why in the freak the church can't help them? But $200? But you asking for $2,000? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. These, I'm not, when I'm speaking of, I'm speaking in general. I'm not speaking of this church that we showing you. I'm just speaking in general of churches, period. When you go to church every Sunday, you do your tithes and you do all that. You do extra. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to you need help, why the church can't help you? That's when I say it's bullshit in the game. Why is it that we always gotta excuse me, go towards the tithes, the church fund, church building, extra? And when I say this, I'm sorry that I'm saying this, because I am a person that really believe in, doing what we're supposed to do when it comes to the church. But now these church people and preachers and supposed to be teachers and process, they don't gave me whole, they don't did something different. They don't did something different to me. Why do I need to sit up here and put my money up into a church that have not came up? You, the preacher, this is a church. We supposed to prosper. We supposed to go up. I've been at this church 10 years and well, damn, did we get some new doors? What the heck? Some of these preachers is taking this to another level. Tax-free. It's tax-free. You don't have to pay no taxes. You exempt for a lot of things. Oh, let me say this. Allegedly. But your ass is sitting up there living like a motherfucking shit. Donald Trump's. And we sitting up here asking just to pay a $200 light bill. Y'all driving Rolls Royce, getting planes, helicopters. Y'all doing all this extra. But what about these people that's homeless, that come to your church and give you their last few dollars? Because you reading the Bible, you teaching the Bible, but you not living the Bible. Hell, you got your wife and your side piece in the same motherfucking church. See, that's the kind of shit that make people get irritated. It's a bunch of us follow certain preachers and believe in certain preachers and their words and everything. But then when it comes to looking at the back part of this preacher, this pastor, this teacher, whatever, the doctor, whatever y'all want to call that person, whether it's a woman or a man, we following you. We believe in the things that you is teaching us. But then when push kind of shove and we Google some of the shit y'all go through, y'all have more issues than the people that ask y'all for help. Make it make sense. How you gonna tell me not to live a certain way when you done mess up all those situations? And when I say this, I'm trying to put it in the best of my knowledge. The best of my knowledge. These preachers is so full of crap. You need to, just like you research your people that you date, you want to deal with, have a relationship with, Do that for your preacher. Do that for your preacher. I was looking at T.D. Jakes. You sitting up here talking about don't do this and don't do that. Man, you got caught up at P. Diddy party.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm finna go allegedly. Allegedly. You know? So you got these different preachers allegedly showing up in all kinds of places, doing all kinds of things, getting all kinds of cases, allegedly, rape cases, allegedly, having kids outside of marriage. That's not a motherfucking allegedly, because there's so many of y'all that does that. I'm not going with that allegedly. So, but come on now. You want people to follow you and to understand what's going on. Y'all teaching the word, but y'all not living the word. Who was it say practice what you preach? Practice what you preach. Jerry Levert. I think it was Jerry Levert.
If we go on R&B, I think it was that.
Okay. Practice what you preach. Come on, y'all, you're not doing it. And then y'all think that people should follow y'all. You want people to give y'all money and everything. We've been working on the damn building funds for 20 years. Why are we getting citations on a building that we've been coming to worship in, paying our tithes, all this extra stuff? You allegedly have like 300 people in your church. You allegedly, if these preachers, they full of shit. Just SLYM J, my opinion. I feel that you need to go and believe in what you believe. Go read your Bible. Get the understanding how things should work. Because look at Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Now see, when we say the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But see, you ain't gotta want this. But then you need to come over here and get this over here. Misleading. Bull crap. Read your Bible. Get the understanding. Because I can read Psalms 23 and say the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. I feel like I don't have to worry about nothing. Because see, God already said, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay? Now this nutty buddy over here say, Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But I'm going to take what I can get. You understand? It goes crazy. So with that said, I'm just telling y'all, when you read the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, because everybody have their own, ways of interpreting or their understanding of things, that's what they're going to do. And I feel like this man felt like if I can get $2,000 allegedly out of all my 300 or plus allegedly people, he good. Because allegedly he was $4.6 million. Allegedly he got approved for $4.65 million. Got approved for it. allegedly, he got all these damn city codes. Yeah, we no, you aren't supposed to do this. No, you in defaults on this. No, this is going. How in the hell? I have been working on this church for 20 years, allegedly. But your ass done got popped allegedly with all these city codes. How in the fuck did that happen? Come on, man. You, that's what, man. These preachers be having people like they have them trick. They have tell you one thing, do another thing, trying to teach you one thing, and allegedly they out here doing the same thing you doing. This is funny, and I'm put those on everything I love. Tell ya story back in the gap. And when I was in my 20s, chick asked me, "Hey, come on, you go to my church? We have church at such 8 o'clock in the morning." I'm like, 8 o'clock in the morning? Okay, yeah, I can do that. 8 o'clock, get out about 9 or 10. Shit, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and parlay. Went to church. 8 o'clock, we was out there at 10:15. I'm gonna say 10:30. All right. Go home. Chill, make sure my grandmother okay. Woo. I'm finna go hit the streets. Later on, go to the park. We used to hang at this park on Sundays. Big old park out here in Houston. Actually, it was like, I think it was like 2 different parks, maybe 3 different parks. There was Dewson Park, hang out there on Martin Luther King, McGregor, hanging. Go to the club. They doing all kinds of stuff, smoking, getting fucked up, everything. Why I see your preacher that was just sitting up in that dang on boy, just up here drinking and smoking. I ain't saying have a joint. This motherfucker had him a whole suite and a damn drink in his hand. That's your preacher. Then we just sit up in church. In church. What? I gotta go. So with that said, it's no straddling, okay? It's either you for the Lord, you're not for the Lord, it's like no, excuse me, it's no straddling. Excuse me, I'm not no perfect person. I'm not trying to be no perfect person. I'm just trying to be a person that trying to tell you, don't go for the hokey dokey. Listen, talk, understand, and do research. Because half of this lifestyle that we living, going through, and you believe, it's not what it is. It is just not. I want to say this with the 2 young men that allegedly unlived themselves. I'm going to send my condolences to them. It's very sad. I hate that this happened. I hate that they even had to go to the point, with taking a life when they had so much going for themselves. That's one thing. As far as these preachers, I think that you need to do a little more research on your preacher, because I'm not saying person that went through so much, went through, a bunch of crap, cannot turn themselves around and be a better person and make sure, they going the right way and teaching you the right things. I'm just saying, most of these preachers is body, and they about their life. Ain't get it, can't get it. The game don't never stop. I thank you all for tuning in. So we're gonna see what the last part of this reaction, as far as what y'all gotta say, chat.
So as far as the chat, we got Baby Scorpio said Genuine was in the building. That was from earlier, and then besides that, there is nothing else for the chat.
Okay, so with that said, I just hope you all enjoy. My computer battery just burnt the shit out of my foot. I enjoy you all for tuning in. Like I said, I miss you all on the time. Who wasn't online. I thank you all for tuning in, support me. Don't forget, hit the like button, the subscribe button, share it, and we're gonna get some more stuff started. We didn't get everything done today because I didn't want to tire you out with this, but y'all just pay attention to your surroundings. Stay alert, because it's a bunch of crazy stuff going on out here. Stay alert. Take care of each other. Love each other. Support each other. And respect each other. And with all that said, much love. Peace.
I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problem.